As you know, Pennsylvania has one of the oldest populations in the nation. Mm-hmm. There's a 2010 AARP article that I read, a survey, that said about 95% of seniors would prefer to live in their house. And as a daughter of a senior, I'd say, if they poll this generation too, or my age, we prefer that the seniors live in their house, and I hope to be able to live in my home till I go out feet first. That survey is in line with what the governor's initiative is and his goals. But as I'm looking at the taxes that are being offered here, I mean, the new taxes that are on personal hygiene products, non-prescription drugs, personal care service, social assistance services, home health care services, ambulatory health care service. Then I started scratching the surface to see what they involve. Well, I just missed nursing and residential care services. My understanding is that these are home health care aides, RNs or LPNs, typically, that go into the home and provide things like medication therapy, immunizations, drawing blood, tracheotomy care, wound care, tube care, nutrition. They change bandages, help out with catheters, respiratory care, removal of sutures, stitches, and staples, help bathe people, even dialysis these days. There's some components of that at home. That work, by estimate from the Pennsylvania Home Care Association, to have 40 hours of home health care a week for a family or for a senior, a household, I'll say, it's at $22 an hour. That work comes to about $8.80 per week. With this tax on it, that's another $58 per week, which, my rough math, that's just under 3 hours of care. $232 a month, another $2,800 more per year. That's a lot of money coming out of it. And I just have to ask you, don't you think, or I believe, and I'd like you to comment, that implementing a tax on nursing home increases and the things that I've just mentioned, it's going to make those private payers, those individuals are going to spend down their assets much more quickly, at 6.6% more a year, and put them into MA and just costing the state even faster.
I think the governor has been clear that it's the start of a discussion. If there's a way that we can find a way to provide those services and do all those things and change some of those things around, I think that's part of the great discussion that we're here for today, right? So to me, if there are alternative proposals, we're more than happy to have that discussion.
Involved in this whole budget is about $3.2 million in new property tax relief. Mm-hmm. Do you know if it's been estimated what percent or how much of that $3.2 million in new property tax relief is going to be generated by the taxes on the items that we're speaking about today?
Again, that's a question that I think there are probably folks that are a little better qualified than I to answer that question.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I look forward to getting to know you. And again, I'll thank you for the good work you do for our constituents.